Hello, Bird Academy is here. My name is Oksana, and today I will share with you all tips and tricks about hydrangeas. Hydrangea is one of the most popular summer flowers, second only to peonies. Hydrangeas can be purchased at any time of the year from Colombia, and from Holland its seasons last from May to October. However, even the freshest hydrangea can cause trouble if you do not pay proper attention to it. One of the most famous facts about hydrangea is its love for water. That's why, when choosing a vase, it's important that the entire stem has access to water. It's also recommended to use flower fruit crystal. We always receive hydrangeas in water, usually in small bags tied with an elastic band or in tubes. And one important moment, the place where the elastic band is tightened is whisked throughout the transportation. That's why we need to make a cut about this place. Also, remove all leaves. They are large, consume a lot of water, so hydrangea may not have enough moisture. And most importantly, when putting hydrangeas in water, it's necessary to split the stem. Let me show you exactly how this is done. We make a classic cut at a 45-degree angle, then make a crisscross stem cut with a pruner and immediately put the flower in the water. The optimal storage temperature of hydrangeas in the fridge is from 5 to 8 degrees. Under such conditions, they can remain fresh from 7 to 12 days and sometimes longer, depending on the type. The water in the vase must be changed every 1 or 2 days. With each water change, it's important to update the cut and split the flower stem. In addition, hydrangeas, especially light shades, do not like drafts, so it's recommended to place them away from the drafts, AC, and fruits, especially apples and pears. In our work, we often use hydrangeas in bouquet and different arrangements. Then you work with hydrangeas in arrangements in floral form. There are some nuances and tips that should help you. First, it's necessary to use a big amount of foam. For example, in boxes or baskets, we put the floral foam in 2 levels. Secondly, it's important to pour water into the container with foam every day and give this recommendation to our customers so that hydrangeas live longer. And finally, the third point is to cut the stems correctly. In order to put the hydrangea into a floral form, we make a cut in angle and split the stem. However, there is one nuance. When you split the hydrangea stem, you can see a white spongy texture. This part of the stem must be carved out, as hydrangeas drink water through the inner walls of the stem. Then they carve out the filling. The oasis will be connected straight to the walls of the stems. That's the whole secret. So, what should we do if our drama queen doesn't want to cooperate with us? There are several ways to help her. Let's look at them, from the mildest to the most radical. The first method is preventive. You can use finish touch spray, for example, from Chrysalis Floral Life. They provide protection for all types of fresh flowers, plants and leaves in vases or arrangements in a floral form. They reduce evaporation and prevent early wilting. The second way is to heavily spray the flower, wrap it in film and put it into the water with Chrysalis. This method is suitable if you notice the first signs of wilting. The third way is to completely immerse the hydrangea in water. Do this. You can use a tall vase or a wide bucket. When the hydrangea recovers, don't rush to put it in the fridge. Cut the stems, put them in water as usual, and let the bud get dry. And the fourth way, the most radical one. Put from 3 to 5 centimeters of boiling water in a vase and put the hydrangea inside. Leave the flower for a few minutes, then cut off the burnt stem, trim it as usual, and put it in a cold water with a Chrysalis. Remember that this is an extreme measure and you won't be able to predict how the hydrangea will behave afterwards. A cut hydrangea does not like direct sunlight and does not tolerate heat. Hydrangea is the flower of the second order. It can be used as a basis of the bouquet or for filling. However, it's unpredictable how long it will last, 2 days or 2 weeks. Its light shades like white, pink, peach are not very strong. They tend to rot and break fast, while autumn shades last longer and keeps their good looks, even they dry up. They have a stronger and more intense color: dark blue, burgundy, purple, green, and so on. By the way, many brides use bouquets with hydrangeas as a reference, but you and your client must understand all the risks associated with this flower. I hope this information was useful to you. If you haven't seen our video about working with gerberas, then follow the link. Well, it's time to say goodbye, and I wish you all of you long-lasting hydrangeas. See you in the next videos. Bye-bye.